There's a stretch of highway in Florida. They call it the I-4 dead zone. Locals whisper about it. Travelers fear it. The asphalt whispers of tragedy, of restless souls, driven to madness by a terrible past. This isn't just another highway. It's a portal to something dark, something sinister, something that defies explanation. This is the story of the I-4 dead zone. Welcome to Screamville. Before the highway there was life, a vibrant, hopeful life that once thrived in this now desolate place. A small German immigrant colony full of dreams and aspirations settled here, hoping to build a future. They came for a new beginning, leaving behind their homeland in search of prosperity and peace. But what they found was far from the paradise they envisioned. Yellow fever, a relentless and unforgiving disease, swept through the community with a vengeance, sparing no one in its path. The once bustling settlement was reduced to silence, leaving behind a trail of death and despair. Homes that once echoed with laughter now stood empty, overtaken by nature. The dead were laid to rest in a small cemetery, their graves marked by weathered stones and wooden crosses, a somber reminder of the lives lost. As time passed, the memory of the colony faded and progress took its place. A highway was constructed, cutting through the very ground where the settlers were buried, their final resting place disturbed by the relentless march of modernity. The peace of the graveyard was shattered by the roar of engines and the hum of tires on asphalt, a stark contrast to the silence that once prevailed. Now, on foggy nights, some say the spirits of the settlers wander the deserted road, their souls unable to find rest, forever seeking the peace that was taken from them. Legends speak of a curse, a consequence of disturbing the sacred ground. Construction workers whispered of strange occurrences, unexplained accidents, tools going missing, a feeling of being watched. The spirits of the dead were angry, their slumber disturbed. They sought revenge, and they found it on the highway. This is a highway of progress, a symbol of modern engineering and human ambition, stretching across the landscape like a ribbon of hope. But beneath its smooth surface lies a dark secret, a history buried and forgotten, built upon the bones of the forgotten. The land was once a burial ground, a resting place for those who came before us. Their graves were disturbed, their peace shattered, to make way for the relentless march of progress. As cars sped down the newly paved road, the accidents began. Unexplained crashes, mysterious swerves, and sudden stops. The road seemed cursed, as if the spirits of the disturbed dead were exacting their revenge. Cars swerving for no reason. Drivers hearing voices, whispers in the wind calling their names, urging them to veer off course. The road became a place of fear, a stretch of asphalt where the rules of reality seemed to bend, seeing phantom figures on the road, ghostly apparitions that appeared out of nowhere, causing drivers to slam on their brakes or swerve wildly. These spectral visions were a chilling reminder of the road's haunted past. The dead zone was born, a name whispered in hushed tones, a place avoided by those who knew its dark history. It became a legend, a cautionary tale told to warn others of the dangers that lurked there. A place where the veil between worlds thinned, where the boundary between the living and the dead was fragile, easily crossed. The dead zone was a liminal space, a threshold to the unknown, where the living and the dead collided. In a violent clash of realities, the road became a battleground. The spirits of the past fought to reclaim their resting place while the living struggled to navigate the treacherous path. In a symphony of chaos and fear, the dead zone was a place of terror, where the echoes of the past reverberated through the present. It was a reminder that some things should never be forgotten, and that the dead do not rest easily when their graves are disturbed. The body count on I-4 is staggering. Unexplained accidents, head-on collisions, cars veering off the road. Many blame driver error, but locals know the truth. Something evil lurks on this highway. Phantom hitchhikers, ghostly children, a mysterious black sedan that appears out of nowhere. These are just some of the stories whispered in hushed tones. Whispers from beyond the veil. People claim to have captured EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, whispers from beyond the grave, voices filled with sadness, anger, a desperate plea for peace. Are these the voices of the dead, trapped on this earthly plane, seeking solace in the roar of the engines, or are they trying to warn us? The vanishing hitchhiker. One story stands out. A young woman, seen hitchhiking on the side of the road. She gets into cars, tells a tragic story, then vanishes without a trace, leaving behind only the scent of lavender and a chill in the air. Is she a lost soul, searching for her way home, or is she luring unsuspecting travelers to their doom? Terror in the back seat. Some drivers report a terrifying presence in their back seat, a cold spot, a feeling of dread. They look in the rearview mirror and see a shadowy figure, staring back at them, with eyes that burn with an unholy light. These encounters leave drivers shaken, traumatized, forever changed by their brush with the supernatural. The I-4 Dead Zone, a legacy of fear. This stretch of highway, shrouded in mystery and dread, has been the subject of countless tales and legends. It is a place where the line between the living and the dead blurs, where the past and present collide in a haunting dance of shadows and whispers. The I-4 Dead Zone remains, a place where time seems to stand still, where the air is thick with an unspoken tension. Travelers who dare to venture through this desolate stretch often report an overwhelming sense of unease, as if they are being watched by unseen eyes, a scar on the landscape. The road itself bears the marks of its dark history, with cracks and potholes that seem to mirror the fractured souls that linger here. Each bump and crevice tells a story of tragedy and loss, a silent testament to the lives that have been claimed by this cursed highway, a testament to the power of the unseen. The ghostly apparitions that are said to haunt this road are more than just figments of the imagination. They are echoes of the past, remnants of souls who have yet to find peace. Their presence is a chilling reminder of the thin veil that separates our world from the next. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories surrounding the I-4 Dead Zone are hard to ignore. From phantom hitchhikers to spectral figures that appear and disappear in the blink of an eye, the tales are as varied as they are unsettling. Each story adds another layer to the legend, deepening the sense of dread that hangs over this forsaken stretch of road. There's no denying the chilling history of this highway. The countless accidents, the eerie encounters, each incident adds to the growing legend of the I-4 Dead Zone, painting a picture of a place where danger lurks around every corner. The road has claimed many lives, and each new tragedy only serves to strengthen its dark reputation. All point to something sinister, something that defies explanation. The fog that often blankets the road seems to carry with it a sense of foreboding, as if it is hiding something just out of sight. The unsettling atmosphere is palpable, making even the bravest of travelers think twice before venturing through this haunted stretch. So the next time you find yourself driving down I-4, remember the stories. Remember the lives that have been lost. The road may seem like any other during the day, but as night falls, the true nature of the I-4 Dead Zone reveals itself. The shadows grow longer, and the air grows colder, as if the very road itself is alive with the spirits of the past. Be careful. Be respectful. The I-4 Dead Zone is not just a road, it is a place of power, a place where the past and present collide in a haunting dance. The signs that line the road serve as a reminder to drive safely, but they also carry a deeper warning. Respect the spirits that dwell here, for they are always watching. And never forget the souls that haunt this stretch of asphalt. They are the silent witnesses to the tragedies that have unfolded here, the unseen guardians of a place that defies explanation. Their presence is a constant reminder of the thin line between life and death, and the power of the unseen, for they are always watching, always waiting for their next victim. The I-4 Dead Zone is more than just a road. It is a legacy of fear, a place where the past and present collide in a haunting dance of shadows and whispers. So the next time you find yourself driving down this haunted stretch of highway, remember the stories, remember the souls, and drive carefully, for you never know what might be waiting in the darkness.